Hello, welcome to the Squirrel Tale. For this Wild Wednesday, I'm going to show you how to find where the web of your long rifle is. Down by the lock for positioning your lock. Now the web is the area of wood between the barrel channel and the ramrod channel. Now obviously up here it's pretty easy to tell, but when putting in the lock, you need to know where the web is. That way you can locate the front of the lock, the point right there. That way you can locate that, and that way your screw can go through the web, because that's the proper position of your front lock screw. You don't want it to go through the ramrod channel, because that would impede your ramrod. And you don't want it in the barrel channel, because then you couldn't, then you're having to like file into the barrel, which you don't want to do that either. So ideally you want to thread the screw right between that thin piece of wood between the channel and the hole. So to do that, you first want to make yourself a little jig. Start with that jig. I will start with a nail. I'll take the nail, a finishing nail, and I will file or sand like the tip off. A couple swipes of the file does just fine. And then you want to take a flat piece of wood. This is just a flat piece of pine, just a scrap. And you want to drill a hole in, which I already did, but you'll drill a hole that's the same size, or actually a hair smaller preferably, as your drill, or as your nail. Now, I use these finishing nails for my pins, so I already have the appropriate size drill bit and the appropriate size finishing nails. I will try to put some text that will show you what size, for this size nail, what size drill I'm using. So you drill your hole, and then that's essentially what the drill is, because you can see this isn't just gonna, you have to push it, but it moves pretty easy. Now, if you happen to have a set of depth mics like I have here, that works just as well, I think a little better. But if you don't have a set of depth mics, this method works fine. So what I would do is put the gun in the vise like this. And I first want to, and I already have, you can't really see this mark, but I'll make it clear. A mark where my touch hole goes. Which, to do that, to get that mark, you want to take your barrel and you want to come off your breech plug. You put your breech plug in there, put a ramrod down, mark where the end of the breech plug is on the barrel, and come out about 3/16. But yeah, you want to mark where your touch hole is. And then you want to take your lock plate and mark about where the screw is going to be. So you put your pin where you mark it for your touch hole. Then you look at the front of the line, and that's where you want to put your hole, or put where you want to mark your line so it's in the correct position. So the first thing you want to do is to bring this, is find where your barrel. Now both those marks are all just references, they're not precise. And then get that depth set. And it's actually, and then you want to flip the gun around. And mark that. That is, so right there is the bottom of the barrel channel, approximately. Double check it. So then the next thing to do is you want to drill a hole and you can use the same size drill there, and you want to drill slowly. And again, slow is key. You don't want to drill through the gun, so you want to slowly drill. And once you fear it fall loose, you know you're into the channel. And probably should do a slightly bigger size drill. I'm actually gonna file that a little bit. So after that, you want to take a ramrod, the appropriate size ramrod. So this is a 3/8 ramrod hole. And insert the ramrod. So that way you know. And then you want to take your jig and press it in through that hole up against the ramrod. Then you put that in the vise like that. We'll bring this out and mark that line. And that will give you, if you want, you can take a straight edge and make it a little bit wider. And that right there is where the web on this gun stock is. And that way I know. So now I have my touch hole marked. So I can, put the pin at the correct location, put the web on the correct location, and that will give me the position of my lock, and then you can start inletting your lock. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more tips like this, and enjoy your Wednesday. Bye.